2019 is almost over, so before we jump into the new year, I wanted to show off the most wanted smartphones of 2019 over here at AndroidPolice. Last week, over on my personal channel called HowToMen, I showed off a general list of my top 3 favorite smartphones, as well as some notable mentions. Click that eye in the top right corner if you're interested in seeing that. However, in this video, I will have a list of categories, and the phones that I deem to best fit those categories will be shown off. Unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of trying every smartphone released in 2019, especially those that are not available in the US, but I have used most of the popular ones. These include phones from Samsung, Apple, OnePlus, and Google. Anyways, the first category is the best designed smartphone. When talking about the best design, not only am I looking for a good looking phone, but I'm also considering how comfortable it is to hold. This year I chose the Galaxy Note 10. This thing is beautiful. It has an aluminum and glass build all around to give it that premium feel, a huge beautiful hole punch display to provide a great screen to body ratio, a unique color scheme when getting the Aura Glow model to show off all the colors of the rainbow under different types of lighting, and the regular Note 10 model is easier to use with just one hand since it's a lot smaller than the Plus model. Next, we have the best budget release of 2019. A great budget phone is not only cheap, but provides the best bang for your buck by including amazing features or specs that most other competitors in this price range usually don't have. There were many great choices this year, but to me, it's a tie between the Google Pixel 3a and the Redmi K20 Pro. The Redmi K20 Pro is just $300 and it's got a very impressive spec sheet. For starters, it comes packed with a big bezel-less display, an under-display fingerprint sensor, a pop-up selfie, a headphone jack, a big 4000 mAh battery, and a triple camera setup on the back. There's a lot going for this phone, and it's very impressive how Xiaomi was able to pack all these big smartphone features and still sell it at a fraction of the price than most of the competitors. The Pixel 3a is also a great option because it provides a spectacular camera at just $400. This is unique because when you're on the market for a cheap smartphone that's released the same year, the last thing you'd expect it to have is an amazing camera. At the most, you'd be fine with a mediocre shooter, but Google this year changed the stigma that budget-priced phones can't have great cameras. And to top it off, it comes packed with every exclusive Pixel software feature, fast software updates, and a headphone jack. Next, we have the best mid-range release. This is a smartphone that is priced relatively lower than some of the more expensive smartphones out there, which usually cost around $1,000, but on top of being cheaper, it manages to provide a similar smartphone experience without breaking the bank. This year I have to give it to the OnePlus 7 Pro. Not only does the smartphone have excellent features that are comparable to the iPhone 11 Pro, Galaxy Note 10 Plus, or Google Pixel 4 XL, but it's also several $100s cheaper. At just $670, it's one of the fastest Android phones I've ever used. It's amazing for gaming, it's got great battery life with impressive charging speeds, it has a huge notchless 90Hz display, a trio camera module, a pop-up selfie, under-display fingerprint sensor, and Oxygen OS running Android 10 is like running a customized stock Android ROM with exclusive bells and whistles. OnePlus every year just releases that one phone that sounds too good to be true because it's being sold at a price that is unbelievable. And because of this, they never disappoint with every new release. This year for the best smartphone camera, I have to give it to the Google Pixel 4 XL. Even though it kills me that it's the only phone without a wide-angle lens, the pictures it manages to capture are still excellent. No matter if you're shooting during the day or trying to capture something at night with Google's night sight mode, the pictures come out looking well detailed, colors are very accurate, and the exposure, shadows, and contrast are well balanced. It's even got some unique camera features that no other smartphone has, such as astrophotography to capture the stars in the night sky. You can easily fine-tune the shadows and highlights in the primary mode of the viewfinder. No longer are objects within a photo too dark to see. On top of that, the Pixel 4 still comes with some fun, unique camera features such as playground mode to place animated characters into your videos. Motion autofocus is very useful to track any object to keep it in focus, no matter if it's moving. And you can take a photo at maximum zoom, AX, and the photo will still be extremely detailed. A great runner-up to the Pixel 4 XL would be the iPhone 11 Pro. This year they made huge strides with their addition of the wide-angle lens. Nighttime shots have gotten a lot better, and their video recording is the best in the market. It's even better than the Pixel 4's 4K video recording, especially since the Pixel 4 can't shoot 4K video at 60 FPS. This next section has to do with the best battery life. There are plenty of phones that I have used this year that give me an astonishing screen on time. Phones like the iPhone 11 Pro, Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and even the OnePlus 7 Pro have all provided me with 7 hours of screen on time, all of which also have extremely fast charging speeds. But the phone that takes the cake is the Asus ROG Phone 2. This phone has a huge battery capacity of 6,000 milliamp hours. And even though I never owned this device, one of the AndroidPolice editors named Corbin Davenport claimed that his ROG Phone 2 was nearly impossible to kill in a single day. He said that even after watching Hulu and YouTube for around 4 hours straight and using the phone for another hour with regular use, only half the battery was used up. So if you're a smartphone gamer and you're tired of your phone dying on you quickly, then the Asus ROG Phone 2 is the best option for you. Last but not least, we have the best overall phone of 2019. This one goes to the Google Pixel 3a. It's so easy to throw this phone at the bottom of the list just because it doesn't have the fastest processor or the best looking display or the best specs on paper versus some $1,000 flagship that is obviously going to be way more feature packed. The Pixel 3a provides the best bang for your buck, and it's also not hard to recommend since it has a starting price of just $400 or $480 if you get the XL model. This phone is literally just a combination of all the amazing features found in the Google Pixel 3 XL, and it has a few downgrades that aren't that big of a compromise to bring that price tag down. To give you a refresh, it has one of the best smartphone cameras on the market, it has Google's beautiful software experience with the latest version of Android 10, it'll continue to be updated for a minimum of 3 years. Even though it's not going to outperform a top tier flagship, it's still pretty smooth and opens apps quickly, and it still comes with a headphone jack, which is rare nowadays. It does have a few downgrades, including no official IP rating for water resistance or wireless charging, but at this price range, it's really rare to find these features on a smartphone, so I'll give it a pass. The Pixel 3a isn't a phone for everyone, but for the grand majority of people who don't care about the specs, want a decent performing phone, a fair battery life, and a great camera at a price tag that isn't going to cost them an arm or a leg, the Pixel 3a is the perfect recommendation. Either way, those are the most wanted smartphones released in 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a huge thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments what your favorite phone was this year. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.